Hello everybody and welcome to my 5th replay commentary on Wargame European Escalation. So, since the last patch, a few days ago, I lost all my replays. I wanted to show you a 2v2, 3v3, and now I haven't got any good games about those, so I'll just come back to the good old 1v1 ranked matches, which are the only ones I have right now, so... Well, I'll do a video on that. So, another 1v1 ranked match on dual fields. So it's a map, quite nice map, with one strong point here in the middle, between Foxtrot and Golf, with a few buildings you have to control if you want to hold this sector. Two big sectors on the right and the left, Alpha and Juliet, which are worth 3 points each, but quite hard to defend, with no forests, just 1 or 2 buildings and very few trees. So here we go. For the deployment, I sell my starting command unit and replace it with one armored commander. So it's an armored commander with 2-1-1-1 in armor, which is pretty good to resist artillery shells if the enemy goes with heavy artillery. And it's only 20 points more than the usual commander, so it's not much. I'm going with infantry on the right and on the left to go a bit around the enemy. It won't... well, you'll see how it works. My usual defense: recon, anti-aircraft missile and anti-aircraft artillery. And infantry to go to the middle, of course. I've got one commander for Delta with 2 anti-air units. 4 infantry units here going for this forest. Gazelle, 2 recon helicopters to spot the enemy, and 2 Cobras on the left to support the helicopter. Of course, infantry units that will speed as fast as possible to the city in the middle. Infantry units, rifle squad and ATGM squad to the forest on the left. One anti-aircraft missile unit, the Marder Roland 2, which is quite a good anti-air unit, that will support my little push in the middle. And that's pretty much it. On the opposing side, I'm playing against Gratuitus, playing Pact, of course. He's going more or less as I am. Infantry units to the middle. Infantry supporting his commander going in Hotel. But he is also going on Juliet. I'm not going on Alpha on my side. So he's going on Juliet with a 3rd commander. He got 1 more than I have. So if he manages to hold all 3 sectors, he will have more points than me in the long run. So he's going on Juliet with a commander supported by 8 tanks, T-72s and T-55 AMV-1. The T-72s are quite usual tanks, 6.422 in armor and quite a good cannon, well, with a good AP, not very precise. And the T-55 AMV-1s are good tanks with the advantage of the ATGM, so which is quite good, and of course one anti-air unit, the Tunguska, with a good precision, 7. So here we go, in the middle of the map, he pushes with his Selkares. I disembark all my Chasseurs FAMAS, put them in the buildings, separate a few here, which was... actually I wanted to send some in the city here and some in the buildings, but it was a bad move since he had infantry units here. And I'll lose a few units before pushing back the Polish offensive. These are Czech units. It's Polish transports, but Czech units. Hopefully they are in the open. I am hidden in the building, so quite a nice defense bonus. I'm able to destroy all of them and hold my position. So for now, I control Delta and of course my starting sector, and Gratuitus controls Hotel, India, and now controls Juliet. Infantry sent on the right and the left. Well, the one on the left, I forgot about it a bit. On the right, well, I detected the enemy units, so I stopped my move and went back and went for the big way round, to try to surprise him from behind. So in the middle, I won the battle in the city. He still has 30 infantry units in this building, but I don't see them from where I stand. So for now, I pretty much think this city is controlled. I can see every unit he has thanks to this recon gazelle. While I'm pulling back, he's got a Tunguska coming in, and this unit is pretty much capable of destroying any helicopter. Yeah, just disappeared. So these infantry guys that I first wanted to send in this building, I changed my mind and sent them in this forest, of course. Once I saw all the tanks here, I knew this building would be unreachable, so I just changed and went for this city, for this forest, and on the left side, pushing also on these forests on the left. My VABs here are empty. They are the ones who brought the infantry units in the city. I decided to use them instead of just leaving them behind. Use them to scout more or less the forests and go around the enemy to maybe, if I'm lucky, do some damage. Here on this side, my Gazelle recons the area and sees the units that defend the right flank, sorry, of Gratuitus, and I send in my Cobras to start and take out his defenses on his right flank. A few reinforcements here, infantry squads and anti-air units. One more Tunguska to support his forces. He has seen my helicopters, so he may think he needs more anti-air. Little push here in the forest. I'll be able to destroy his Scott transports, which are unarmed transports, so it's quite easy to kill the enemy when he doesn't shoot back at you. And I start to control the forest here. See, forest controlled here. On the left of Foxtrot also forest controlled, so I'll be able to start my push against Hotel quite shortly. Other helicopters called in here, just to make sure I can react to any kind of attack here, unless he's got heavy anti-air support. Little infantry push on this side. Hopefully my Gazelle here can detect this little push, so I send in my Cobras to stop these units. Of course, if they pass, well, they want to push, and while they attack, these infantry units go out a little of the building but get shot by my Chasseurs FAMAS. So no point, they just pull back in the city, no point attacking. These guys, if they go past this forest, well, I don't have much to stop them, only anti-air units, so I have to kill them before, so my helicopters of course take care of that. I send in my VABs here, just to recon more or less what he has. I now know he's got units in the city, in the building, sorry, and he's got a commander which I try to take out. So unfortunately, well, he's got quite a lot of HP, 10 HPs, and I try to take him out. I send in my helicopters to try to take him out. Unfortunately, he's got a Tunguska in the area, and my helicopter, my 2 helicopters, here we go, just get killed trying to destroy the commander. Well, I think it was a risk worth taking. I mean, if I took down this commander, I would have 200 points more, which would have been nice. Infantry on the left and the right. On the left, I just send them, here in the forest, and they won't move for the rest of the game. I just forgot them. That's one of my mistakes in this game. And this one, meanwhile, is still going all the way around to try to take out units and attack from behind. It may do some damage. So for now, my first push with my VABs allowed me to detect what kind of defense the enemy has. So now I'm prepared, I know what he has, and I'm going to try to push in. I've got infantry squads in this forest, other infantry squads preparing below the little hill here, preparing for the offensive, and I'll try to push here. The Tunguska tried to take out my helicopter. Hopefully he missed me, and I managed to pull back my helicopter before he destroyed it. So here we go, my push on the hotel sector, on the right and on the left, German infantry on the right, French infantry on the left with 2 ATGM units. I try to take out first this anti-air unit, which I will hopefully do. 2 missiles hit him and he gets totally destroyed. Now my second target, of course, is the flamethrower tank. Here's the unit. This is the unit I really have to take out. If not, he will be able to take out all my infantry units quite quickly. Hopefully I take him out with my Milans. Well, I did take them with rank 3, so of course they are much more precise, much more expensive, but much more precise. Attacking here on the building. Unfortunately, these units, I stopped them and disembarked them to destroy these transports, so I waited for them to re-embark and then send them near the building. On this side, well, units in the building are waiting for my offensive, and my shots of Hamas are totally getting destroyed. Hopefully I am arriving from behind, and these units will be able to wipe out any enemy presence in this building. Meanwhile, while I'm attacking on hotel, he managed to pull back his commander, so the big loss I was hoping to make the big unit I was hoping to destroy, he pulled it back. While I attack on hotel, he is trying to push on my right flank. Hopefully, again, I still manage to see him coming. He attacked with his Selkares in the city, but I did kill them all, and here I see them coming. So, well, I did send jeeps earlier on. I was aware of the weakness of my right flank and the presence of tanks here, so I sent in jeeps. These jeeps are... I'll just show them to you. They are armed with recoilless rifles, so it's very, very bad rifles in terms of precision, only 2 of accuracy, but 7 in AP, so it's very, very good. Only for 10 points, so I just doubled the price, 20 points, to take them with rank 4, so they'll be much more precise against tanks, and that's just what is coming in on this side. And my goal here will be to take out the anti-air to allow my choppers here, which are moving up, but will turn and attack these units once the anti-air is destroyed. So here, hiding in the forest, and well, apart from these ones which I didn't have time to pull back. Yeah, these jeeps are very, very strong against tanks, but of course they don't have any armor, so just one shot and they are totally destroyed. Hopefully I take out the anti-air and my helicopters will be able to come on the left and try to take out as much tanks as possible. Well, I do quite a lot of damage on their morale. Unfortunately, not much on their HPs, only a few HPs at the most. And same, oh no, this one is nearly dead, one is destroyed. I still managed to destroy one tank. Unfortunately, one anti-air unit is coming in, so I stopped the movement of my helicopters. Just tried to send them all around to attack the commander from the right side, and my jeeps are still pushing in, trying to take out these tanks before they are able to repair and, well, calm down. So while I attack from the bottom, try to take out Juliet, I send in infantry squads from the left side, trying to take out, well, the other units from behind. So yeah, a very, very small pincer movement. Hopefully for me, these tanks are in a bad shape. Most of them are panicked. So just a few more shots or presence of units, and they'll start to rout. That's the case now. They see my jeeps arriving and they just start to rout, and so it's a very, very good point for me. His tanks won't be able to shoot on my transports. I'll just rush in, try to take out the anti-air and the command vehicle to well, take the 240 points, I think, 60 points, to increase the gap. I have 641 against nearly 500 points, so I have a small advantage for now. I'm hoping to destroy this command unit. Unfortunately, well, he is pulling back once again, and I'm not able to take it down. But the good point is that my jeeps arrive from behind. He's got infantry on this side, jeeps behind, so he's just taken in from both sides, and his tanks are just getting totally destroyed by my units. And this is a point where I do a foolish move. I totally want to destroy his command unit, so I send all the helicopters I've got. He hasn't got any anti-air units, but by wanting to destroy the command vehicle, I will send my Cobras just above his infantry squads and I will lose a few of them. So that's a bad move. On this side, well, that's why this game isn't very good. I just left infantry squads here without any support. I didn't move them in the building. It's a very bad move on my part. I should have brought them in the building very well earlier, but I didn't do it. Bad move. So push on Juliet, which is going very well. The few infantry squads here are totally destroyed. Here also, I lost a helicopter to the infantry squads, and well, the other one didn't even manage to destroy the command vehicle. I've got a Gazelle here, so I know he's got anti-air units. So I pull back my surviving Cobras just to make sure they don't get killed for nothing. They are totally out of missiles, so there's nearly no chance I'm gonna kill this command vehicle early enough. And one Cobra going down stupidly against this infantry units. So basically, control the city quite early. Managed to push on the left by attacking on the left and on the right, and a push on Juliet by doing the same thing, destroying the anti-air, attacking with helicopters, and then pushing from the south with my jeeps and from the west with infantry squads. It worked really well. And as a counter-attack, my opponent will try to rush with infantry squads right through the middle of the map. And at that point, well, I still got infantry squads in the city, in the middle, so I see them coming, and with my remaining points that I have gathered throughout the game, I just calling more helicopters. They can act quickly and take out these infantry units very easily. I just pull back my commander, just in case. I've got nothing here, or nearly nothing to defend it. This unit absolutely can't shoot against ground targets, so I just pull it back. These infantry guys, well, can shoot against other infantry units, and they are rank 3, so they'll be quite good, but I still prefer to re-embark them in their transports and pull them back a little. Don't want to lose units stupidly. And my helicopters are just doing their job. I've got 6 helicopters against a few ground units. It shouldn't take too long before destroying every single enemy present in this area. Meanwhile, the enemy is pushing, trying to take back this building and coming in with flamethrower tanks. Unfortunately for him, he can't see in this city, so in this building, sorry, so he's just making ground attacks and hoping to destroy units, and hoping to destroy every unit. On this side, push of the infantry once again, continuing, and I decide to stop my transport to just, well, with its weapon it will be able to take out a few units. And 2 other transports here coming for my command vehicle. I decide to pull it back even further, and my helicopters will hopefully take them out quite quickly before they manage to do any kind of damage. So here we go, the last transports have been killed, only a few routing infantry squads are left in this area, so I can take back Delta sector with my command vehicle. I can send back my Cobras to the FOB to resupply and take back my positions. The enemy, well, threat is totally, well, nearly totally destroyed, annihilated. Meanwhile, on Hotel, his flamethrower tanks, well, came too close to the building and my few survivors killed them. I was quite lucky on that one. That's it, all infantry squads are destroyed. Only a few are left in this building, but that's not really a menace anymore. And honestly, I can't really see them, so at that point in the game, I think all menace is destroyed, so it's okay. And I start my final push. I need only more or less 150 points to win the game, so I decide to go for a push on India. That's where another mistake of my enemy comes in. When you are near a cliff here, either above or below, you need recon squads on the edge of the cliff, just like a forest, because you can't see units arriving below or units above. You can see units at the edge here, but not further on, and the same when they are below. Well, you can see them if they are very far away, but not just below. So I've got jeeps coming in, preparing for the final offensive, just lining up with the hill, and they'll attack at any moment to try to inflict the final blow to my opponent. I need only 150 points, and luckily enough, I've got one command vehicle already damaged, not far from my units. I just come up the hill, a few shots, and here we go, the command vehicle is destroyed and I win the game. So yeah, quite a nice game, with a few, well, forgotten units on my side, a few mistakes on both sides, but globally quite a good game. Thank you for watching, I hope you liked it, and see you next time!